morning, yo. I say good morning because it's about 10:30 here in Western Europe. I hope you can hear me well. So, no matter where you are, watch this at about 10:30 in the morning, and then it will be good morning. I have a question for you today. What do you think about quitting smoking? Not playing smart. This video is about mindset. Quit smoking mindset. I called this principle that I'm going to talk about today, I called it non-smoker's mind, acquiring the non-smoker's mind. And I could say acquiring back the non-smoker's mind of the non-smoker that you've been prior to becoming a smoker. But you know, that wouldn't just be enough, because you fell into the smoking trap. You were a non-smoker with a non-smoker's mind, still you became a smoker. So it's not enough to reverse that. You need to add a crucial ingredient, which is awareness. So you need to become an aware non-smoker. What does it mean when I say non-smoker mind, or if I refer to the mindset of a non-smoker? I'm not at all talking about you can do it. I know you can do it. I know you can do it, but that's not the point. If you feel you have to struggle, you haven't acquired that non-smoker's mind. A non-smoker's mind means that you are serene, you're happy with non-smoking, you wouldn't ever touch a cigarette again. So again, there are the two principles of a successful quit that come from the two reasons we've ever smoked for. One of the reasons being physical nicotine addiction, and the other reason being in the mind, the brainwashing, as Alan Carr calls it, the indoctrination that I like to call it, because it is forcefully put in our mind since we've been young and so on. So with nicotine addiction, you can deal easily. I will get back to this in a moment. But the big work is to our mind. Now, it's outrageous. This is one of the worst addictions known to mankind. Yes, it is, but it's worse in terms of how easily it can fool us. It's not strong. Now, I will make a few points here. Years ago, when we humans used to treat animals even worse than we are doing it today, when they taught chimpanzees to smoke for our enjoyment in the circus, there was a story with two chimpanzees, a pair, that were retired from the circus, and they stopped giving them cigarettes because it was only for show, and now it was an useless expenses for the owners of the gig. And so you would expect, if nicotine addiction was that bad, you would expect for those poor chimpanzees to suffer a lot for the next weeks and months, as we are told, oh, it can take so much. No, they were just scratching their itches, maybe one day or two, because that's how long it takes, about 2 days, to completely eliminate the nicotine from our body organically without doing anything else. Now, if it is, and I will say something else about nicotine. I've seen just yesterday, oh my gosh, what a stupid idea, that most smokers, or maybe he was saying many smokers, I think he was saying most, are smoking because they enjoy nicotine. Come on, I didn't even know that nicotine was what was keeping me a smoker for 27 years. How can you think that nicotine is enjoyable? First of all, it is a poison. It is used to kill bugs on the crops. If you would take a pill, I mean, if you would take at once the whole quantity of nicotine that you are getting with a cigarette, please don't do it. You will go straight to the hospital with slim chances to survive. If you would take the quantity for 10 cigarettes at once, you will die, certainly. It's a poison, nicotine. Nobody can enjoy. Besides, it doesn't have a taste. You cannot enjoy. So, okay, they say maybe people enjoy the... It doesn't even give you a high like I've heard other drugs are doing. I don't know, cocaine or what. You don't get any high from that, and it's provable. Now back to the okay. So if it would be true that one, it is anything enjoyable, then you would slap a patch on your hand and you will feel good. More, and here is the trick that I want you to think about. If that would be true, it would mean that if you give to anyone, a non-smoker, if you would put a patch on their skin, they would feel better. If what's enjoyable is within the nicotine. It is not like that. Besides, if you would be a non-smoker, okay, maybe it's hard for you to think of yourself as a non-smoker. Think about someone that you know in your life that have never smoked a cigarette and let's imagine something as stupid as someone applying a patch on their skin while they are sleeping, like those stupid jokes. If someone puts some glue in your hair, when we were kids, this kind of stupid jokes were normal, or toothpaste or whatever, or chewing gum. My gosh, you had to cut your hair off. So let's say someone put in your system somehow nicotine. They throw a pill down your throat or inject you in your veins, or God forbid, or put a patch and the skin would absorb it. If it would be true, all the things that are said about nicotine, how powerful the addiction is, and on the other range,
in 3 kilometers, take exit 12A toward Cardedeu, La Roca del Valles.
My Google Maps guidance. Then it would mean that when the non-smoker wakes up, either freaks out or I'm hooked by nicotine, which doesn't happen. That person wouldn't even know what's happening. They would possibly feel a discomfort, a physical discomfort, but that's all. And that's exactly what you feel when the nicotine after a cigarette goes out of your body. So there's no enjoyment in consuming nicotine. There is no enjoyment in getting the release from the elimination of the nicotine from the previous cigarette. There is no high in nicotine. There is absolutely nothing. It's just the trick that when the nicotine goes out, you feel a little discomfort, like the chimpanzees, and that when you get a new cigarette, that slight discomfort goes away.
In
But
800 meters,
as I say
take
in other
exit 12A toward
videos, it's like a
Carpadu, Del
pierced
Valles.
bucket. No matter how much water you put in the bucket, it will get empty soon, and you will feel the need to refill it. Now you need to know this mechanism. This is how we became smokers, by refilling
Take
that
exit
bucket.
12A.
And this is how I stayed smoker for 27 years. Until 10 years ago when, thank God, I've been released from this stupidity. But I've
In
been
600
released
meters,
only by
you will arrive at
changing
your
my
destination.
mindset around this. So I needed to know this mechanism that I explained to you a little bit now. If you understand this, and through this filter you will put everything that happens to you, everything that you feel when you are trying to quit, then you will be fine, because that's what can change your mindset. Okay, so let's pay. Okay, it's a toll. Good citizens, let's pay.
You've arrived.
Thank you. I've arrived. It's true. So if you are in the Americas, this is how €5 looks like, a banknote, but it's mirrored the image. So back to the mindset, because I said it's all about the mindset. Actually, the aware non-smoker's mind. Take my money, please take my money. Thank you. Let me take the change. Hear that? I won! I won. Let's take the money and go. So, first thing, you need to know how it works. Now that you know how the trap works, you keep filling that pierced bucket forever. The second thing is we made those associations in our mind as the bucket tends to get empty. We feel it, but we were, let's say, in the company of our friends, and we felt good, but we were feeling good already because we were with our friends. And we refilled that bucket, and we thought, oh, the cigarette is enjoyable, or something. They've heard, let's take an alcohol. They've heard it's enjoyment from nicotine. You will only acquire this mindset when everything you think positively about smoking will go away. You need to see smoking for what it is, and I'm not talking about the harm that to your health. I'm not talking about the harm to your pocket. I'm talking about being fooled, like I described earlier. We think it's something when in reality there's something else. And when you get to understand this, you will not allow such thing to fool you further, only to keep filling up that bucket that will soon get empty again. So a non-smoker's mind, an aware non-smoker's mind, means that you understand this and you won't let that happen to you again. The moment you take another cigarette is not the nicotine within that cigarette that's the real danger that will get you hooked again. It is your mind, because if you did that, it means that you still have a belief that you find anything positive in a cigarette, that it alleviates some discomfort that you have, that it gives you pleasure, that it helps you pass over some stressful situations, that it makes a pleasant situation even more pleasant, and so on. If you took a cigarette, you did it because you believed you are doing something good to yourself, aside from all the harm. It's like, yeah, I know it's bad, I know it's harmful to my health, and it's a lot of money spent and so on, but still it gives me this whatever positive thing it is, comfort, whatever. Okay, when you don't have anything like that to say to yourself, that's when you know you've acquired a non-smoker, an aware non-smoker's mind, and with that you will smile every time you see something that previously was a temptation to you. Okay, I wanted to make it short, I couldn't. I hope it was helpful, and as long as it is helpful, nobody cares how long it goes. Thank you for watching, and again, if you want my upcoming book, let's get on a call, on a messenger, on a Facebook messenger call is the most common good communication method used today. See you next time with something hopefully as useful as this. Bye bye. Thank you for watching. Ciao. Finish. Finish. I don't know how to stop this thing now. Finish.